I've underestimated the abandonment issues or deep-seated anger a lot of these black guys have who didn't have their father in their lives. And it came to a realization when I heard this interview. Listen to this interview. Hopefully the sound is good, but listen to what this guy says. It's only maybe a few seconds, but listen to what this guy said, man.
Back and testify on my behalf. I resented black men because I grew up without a father. A black man couldn't tell me shit. A black boy could. A black woman could. But a black man can't tell me a motherfucking thing. I ain't grew up without no man telling me shit. So here it is. I got two white.
So, bingo, right there. This explains this explains the inability for why black men can work together. This explains uh, the disdain or disregard a lot of black men, even as adults, have for black male authority. And it all stems from these dudes growing up without seeing a decent, productive man lead the house. All right, take control of the house. Now, within this interview, this guy, he's talking about how, white people were his savior and shit like that. And see, when you come from a broken home, that's all you have to look towards, because you didn't come from a family that actually wanted you, or parents who actually prepared for you and wanted you. My dad wanted me. My mom picked a good man. I wasn't some one night stand or some. My dad was just trying to get a nut off one night. No, motherfucker. My dad wanted me, had a plan for me. He knew I was coming. I was what, number 5? I was the 5th kid in my family. So it was already, you know what I mean? My peoples, my mom and my dad, they was together. My dad wasn't on no, I'm trying to hit and keep it pushing or no shit like that. But you got to understand something. You got black dudes who are adults that are really suffering from their daddy issues, and this can cause stagnation or lack of progress amongst a collective group of men. Because here you have decent, productive black men, or black men in general, who do come from stable backgrounds with dads and moms and functional. But then you're being lumped in with these dysfunctional black guys that still have this hurt or pain for abandonment that their dad wasn't around. And these same black dudes that have disregard for black male authority and that don't give a fuck about another black man. Fuck you, nigga, fuck you, nigga. Like that kind of man, those kind of black guys, they were raised with their mom and they don't have that respect for black male leadership or black male authority. No black man can tell me shit. Fuck what that nigga gotta say. Fuck that nigga. See, those kind of black guys are damaged just like those black women. Because, their daddy wasn't around and they didn't have nobody to throw the ball with when they were 13, 14 and teach them, See, so those black guys are really, really, they're hurt or they have an empty void in their life. But what they don't understand is that they are themselves a product of the sexual liberation movement, the casual, meaningless, reckless sex. All right. Back in the 80s or 90s or 70s, your dad and mom were out, doing their thing, and your dad was just out trying to get a nut off. All right. He was in the drought, saw your mom, knocked her down. He wasn't serious about her. He was a side piece, or she was a side piece, and he kept it pushing. All right. You fast forward to today, that's the same thing a lot of you idiots are doing today. All right. You got a bunch of side chicks that you don't even really dig, that you knocking down, and you don't want to get pregnant. But if you get her pregnant, you're going to be like, oh, damn, I got this bitch pregnant. That's the same way your dad felt about your mom. Machiavelli, Don style. Don style. But you dudes don't want to understand that and accept that. Instead of nipping it in the bud and don't repeat the patterns your dad did, which was fucking with side bitches, which was your mom. No. You want to be out there and you want to live that life and continue the same dysfunctional sexual patterns that your dad did that got you feeling all fucking abandoned. Stop fucking with these side bitches that you don't want to fucking be with long term. Because that's what your dad did. Your dad was fucking with your mom. He didn't want to be with her long term. All right, she wanted free Section 8. She wanted food stamps. She wanted, she had to find a way to survive. So she had your dumb ass. And now, my bad. See I don't want, I'm not talking about you guys, that my listeners. I'm talking to these clowns that, because see, I realized something. The black dudes who don't got a dad, who have daddy issues, they are the number one barrier to black male unity and black male cohesiveness. And we're going to have to separate the black men who come from stable fathers and families in the background from the black guys who don't have stable fathers. And the black guys who my bad, yeah. And the black guys who did have fathers, but their fathers were fuck ups and that were just fucking just losers and just pissed them off. Keep those black guys over there. You can't be around these black dudes, man, that got fucked up dads or dads that just fucked them over, okay? Because these guys are, I hate using this word, but you got to say it. I'd rather say poison than toxic, but those black guys are toxic unless those black guys are willing to acknowledge that their family's fucked up and, they may have some fucked up problems that they're gonna work out, then fine. But most of the time, a lot of these black dudes, that they'll hide their daddy issues and you won't know, but they'll just throw a wrench in everything you do. Because they don't believe in black male. Black male leadership is foreign to them. Black male authority is foreign to them. You heard what he said. Let me rewind this shit. No black man can tell me what to do. He said he'll listen to a black boy. He'll listen to a black boy. He'll listen to a black woman. But no black man can tell me shit. And he said that with venom. And which means is that like he has the pain because the black man wasn't there for him when he was younger. When he was younger, talking to his friends and all that stuff, he didn't have any guidance around. When he was younger and he was talking to his mom, he didn't have any male guidance around. And you can hear in his voice, he says, "No, ain't shit a black man can tell me." This is why we got no problem killing each other, man. Because these guys you look at your fellow black man as a nigga. Nigga? This is why I don't fuck around with these dudes, man. Because I don't call myself a nigga, and you never hear me using the word nigga. I don't use that shit. But it just goes to show you a lot of us have a low opinion of ourselves. For us to even embrace calling each other nigga. There's no brotherhood in that shit. Why not? Let me call you boy. Let these motherfuckers call you boy then. If it ain't nothing wrong with, try to turn the word boy into an endearment, motherfucker. That's my counter to you dumb motherfuckers that want to use the word nigga. Yeah, we just try to change the word around. We try to change the word around for endearment. Like my brother, I just say my nigga. No, you dumb motherfucker. How about we just say boy? Well, I'm not a boy, so why would you call me a boy? I'm not a nigga, so why would you call me a nigga? But see, this stems from a lack of self-respect, and self-worth. A lot of these black dudes who grew up in broken homes, they don't have the confidence in seeing black men get shit done. Because again, there was no black male leadership in the house, so a lot of these black guys, they look towards white people to get shit done. And this is why you hear a lot of conversations that are stagnant within the manosphere. And when you try to move to the next level as far as black men networking, pooling money together, opening up fucking IT firms and opening up fucking restaurants on a networking level. Now, these guys don't got the confidence because they never seen black men move like that. They've seen their single mom and their aunts all their lives growing up. And that's what these kind of black guys, that's what these kind of black guys experienced. And these black guys are dangerous in a sense because, hey, they will force you as a decent, productive black man. If you're around these guys and you can't get from around them, they will force you to become a beast. They will force you to become the kind of type of black dude that you don't want to become, man. I mean, you don't want to, but see, you'd be like, fuck it. I'm not fucking with you. And if I gotta fuck with you, I'm gonna have to fucking either break your jaw with my hands or be just gonna have to shoot it out. I made a video, dude. Look, man, a lot of these black dudes, especially the ones out here in the streets and shit, a lot of these dudes are the dudes from special education back in the day. All right, and now they're adults, and there's really no place in society for them. So hey, until they get locked up or until they get put in the dirt, you gotta deal with these fools. And my suggestion is keep a distance. Identify the black dudes who got fathers, come from stable backgrounds, don't got a problem with authority, black male authority, and then separate them from the black dudes who grew up with their aunts, their moms in the projects. Those kind of black guys. You know who you are. You know who you are. All right? You know exactly who you are. And you just got some resentment towards your dad. Hey, your dad and your mom were just fucking. Just like we do today. They were fucking. All right? He was probably in the drought. He saw her fat ass somewhere, Machiavelli, and he knocked it down. Hey, he just busted in her. All right? He ain't probably even know you existed. The fuck? You got bitches. I just fucked this bitch, came from Texas, right? This matter fucking chilling. Right? She going back to Texas. Now, if I was reckless and I fucked her, and got her pregnant, she'd go back to Texas, don't even tell me, and bam. Had the baby and I'm fucked. I wouldn't even know. So, at the end of the day, man, your mom picks the man. She decides whether she's going to pick the local drug dealer or she's going to pick the mechanic, the black mechanic, the black, the black lawyer, the black, fucking architect, the black engineer. Who is she going to pick? All right? But I just got an issue with these black dudes that don't got, and I underestimated it, dude. I didn't really think it fucked with these dudes. Cause see, I'm not in their shoes. I have my dad, and I love my dad. He actually wanted me. He was there for me. He didn't want to run the streets. After my dad was either at work or at home with me, or I was with him. So I can't relate to these dudes that didn't grow up tongue-tied. I can't relate to these dudes that did not grow up with a dad. And I kind of don't like them, especially the ignorant and disrespectful ones that'll be like, man, they won't be like, fuck your dad, but they just don't respect fatherhood. And I don't like those kind of black. I'll just beat the fuck out you, dude. It's just something about those guys. They just don't respect, like they'll see you with your pops. Or no, not even that. Like, you could bring up the conversation about, your dad or some shit like that, and they just brush it off. And there's those kind of black dudes, either that they're jealous or they just are numb to family values. And the most dangerous black dudes, the most dangerous ones, are the black dudes that grew up in the foster care system with no mom or dad. Those motherfuckers are just heartless, cold. They will, man, those motherfuckers, they will fucking go ahead and just kill a whole family because they don't give a fuck. They don't got no family. They don't give a fuck. Again, the most dangerous black dudes in these inner cities are these black dudes that grew up in the foster system. Man, oh man. I'm pretty sure those are the black dudes wreaking havoc in these inner cities, in these gangs and shit. Because them motherfuckers got no fucking morals. No mom, no dad, no grandma, no shit. Man, I grew up without no mom and no dad. Fuck y'all. It's me against the world. That's how those black dudes in the foster care system, and that's another level of fucking hatred. See, it's levels to this shit. And see, it's the black dude with the single mom with daddy issues and who pissed off with his dad. And then you got the black dude that grew up in the foster care without no mom and dad. He's just totally ignorant. Like, I don't give a fuck. And you got to deal with them kind of black dudes differently. Especially once he already, when you get that vibe already, he's one of those motherfuckers, I don't give a fuck. All right, then you, in your mindset, you got to be ready to take it there with him off top. Like, hey, what's happening? Let's get down with it. Especially if you know he ain't scrapped and you know he like that. Just don't, no words, no talking. As soon as he start running his mouth, hey, what's up with the hands? Because it's just pointless. It's pointless to go back and forth with them kind of dudes. But man, I wanted to make this video mainly just to say, the black dudes that don't got a dad out there, man, I can't imagine your pain. I know that's an empty void, but the best thing that you can say to yourself is this: hey, I don't know what transpired between my mom and my dad, but what I can do is make sure I don't repeat the same cycle my dad did. Which means, make sure that I'm there for my kid and throw the ball with my kid and teach my kid the basics and shit. And I'm not going to be out here fucking bitches that I don't really want to be with long term. Because if your dad really, 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 really wanted to be with your mom, like she was like that Claire Huxtable sexy bitch he would have made that shit work. But obviously, either your dad was on some, hey, I'm on a drought and I want to knock something down back in the 80s or 70s, and he was just trying to knock something down, and your mom wasn't his first priority or some shit like that. Whatever, or basically your dad he just didn't give a fuck. Whatever the case may be, man, your fucking daddy issues is preventing black male progress. All right, maybe you don't care. I'm pretty sure you don't, because you got a fucked up family anyway, so you don't care. But that makes you the enemy of me, dude. It really does. And you're not going to be able to hide for too long. Get this cigar lit. Yeah, I know I'm going to piss a lot of dudes off, but I can't relate to your pain, man. I grew up in a nice-ass fucking suburb with my pops. Me and my pops. Man, I got so many memories and shit. Shit. The bottom line is, I can't relate to you dudes who grew up with your aunts and your mom in projects watching soap operas and shit. Fucking, nah, dude. I can't fuck with y'all, man. We're gonna fight. And this is why we gotta keep our distance, because this is how black dudes, this is how we kill each other, because we get around each other with nothing productive and we start arguing. And then once we start arguing, I'm gonna beat you up. You're not gonna win. You're just not. You're not. Hand to hand, you're not gonna win. And you're just gonna pull the guns out. It's just gonna happen. Because you're raised by this bitch. And hey, we're just gonna shoot it out. So I'm just gonna stay away from you motherfuckers. not unless I know you don't have a gun. I'm gonna beat the fuck out you, mother. No, I'm talking about particularly the black gang members, because I just don't like them, motherfucker. I just don't like them. I just don't like. If you know they don't got a gun, beat their brains out, dude. Let them know, man. Listen, you broke the social contract. You put your gang before being black, and you're a disgrace to the decent black men before us. That's what I gotta say about these black gang members. These guys, they just want to be a part of something. They just gotta be followers. They just want to be a part of something. That's what it is. And I just don't got that gene. I don't got that gene to follow motherfuckers. Nah, dude. Now, if they were like the Italian mafia, organized, and they had, daycares, restaurants, and making moves and shit like that, then yeah. No, but these black gang members, they just dysfunctional bastards raised by whores. And that's why I don't like them. I just don't like them. I just don't like them, man. When I moved out to LA, that's when I really just realized how dumb a lot of us are as black men. Just dumb, stupid ass gang. Just dumb. They seen their brothers go to jail, die. We saw the gang. They saw their uncles, their dad. They just keep on doing it. Just stay away from me, man. Just stay away from me. But yeah, man. You can't fix these black dudes with daddy issues. And these black broads, 70% of these black chicks don't got dads neither. They're fucked up. That's a video within itself. But I'm focused on these black dudes, man. Especially in these manosphere sections. They ain't talking about fatherhood, and I mean, I'm telling you, man, you should be out with your kids. If you're not at work man, you should be out with your kids, making moves, teaching your boys shit, teaching your daughters shit, pushing family values and shit like that. But these guys ain't. And a lot of it is because they have this resentment towards their own fathers. And they just can't connect the dots. They just can't connect the dots. Hey, your dad was just like you. Only difference was he was back in the 80s and 70s and the 90s, and you're here in the 2020s and shit. Your dad wanted to fuck around back in the 70s, and he wanted to run through bitches, okay? And he ran through your mom. He ran through your mom, motherfucker. He ran through her, all right? She was a side bitch he didn't want to fuck with, probably, all right? You don't want to accept that. You just don't want to accept it. Motherfucker, get mad all you want, all right? It's just the dysfunctional culture that has perpetuated in black America since the sexual liberation movement, since the feminist movement. Meaningless, reckless sex. And it's painful. I can imagine it's painful, not knowing who your dad is, or your dad not really caring for you. Get this cigar going. Hold on. Get the cigar going, dude. But yeah, man. Shit. When you got daddy issues, I don't want to fuck with you, especially a chick. That's already a given. I'm not dealing with a chick with daddy issues, but a dude, man, black men without their dads are just fucking renegades. They just don't give a fuck. There's no boundaries and shit. And they think like their mom. And you know that bitch is insecure. She hates herself. She feels inferior to white women, Hispanic women, Asian women, and she passes that shit off to her fucking dumbass sons. And he grows up, he don't want to compete with Asian men, Hispanic men. He want to make excuses for why he can't. She passes all her fucking inferiority shit onto her son, and now he's been lumped in with real black dudes like me with dads. I gotta mingle with him, and we fighting and arguing and shit. Then I come to find out this bastard's raised by this whore without no dad around. Now I figure out. Now I understand why I'm arguing with this motherfucker, because he's raised by a dumb bitch, and I'm raised by my damn dad. So look, man. Look, if you're a black dude without your dad, look, I'll fuck with you, dude, if you can make it, if you can just admit to yourself, listen, I was raised around a bunch of dysfunctional broads. My aunts, my mom in the projects. If you just make it clear, look, man, these chicks raised me and they fucked me up, and now I gotta make this pivot and acknowledge that, hey, I was just a one-night stand. Oh shit. I gotta go, man. I gotta go. Peace.